Hello everybody, Sheepavice here, welcome back to Let's Play Digital Devil Saga. Last time we made it far enough through the solid Citadel that we made it to the large Karma Terminal after falling into a pitfall trap. So this episode we don't really know where to go. We saw some weird statues with something that can be inserted on the sides. So I guess our only lead right now is to look for whatever we can insert into those statue sides. But before we do that, I would like to purchase some new mantras, because last episode we also mastered all of our mantras. So we need to get a couple new ones so that we aren't wasting too much Atma points. Alright, we've unlocked the Ancient God mantra. I think that happens if you've mastered enough level 2 mantras. I think that's how that works. But this row of mantras, it's okay. HP Thief and MP Thief I never really use, but later on you'll get passive skills that'll boost your maximum MP, which can be somewhat helpful. I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to go for these mantras, at least during the main storyline while we're limited on Maka, because it's not absolutely necessary. It's just sort of a nice thing that can that you can have. And there's also a passive skill that I think that's in the line that will slowly regain your MP as you walk around, but I have a better mantra that I like more for regaining MP, but we'll get to that eventually. But anyway, the mantra I would like for Surf is Ice Leader, just so we can get Bufala. We still have quite a ways to go through this dungeon, so I'm hoping we can learn this, or master this mantra by the end. But it is a level 3 mantra, so it's gonna take a while for this point in the game. We'll see what happens. For Heat, I would like him start learning this mantra, Demon Beast. It's the line at the very top, the second one. And Ingest Mana right there is that skill I was talking about that I prefer for MP restoration. Because whenever you devour an enemy, it regains quite a lot of your MP back, 1 or 10% of your MP once you devour an enemy, so that's very nice if you're keeping up with hunting, which I will be doing eventually. Obviously right now it's not too helpful since we still have a chance of getting stomachache, but just you wait for whatever lies right here, because I'm excited for it. It's probably one of my favorite mantras in the game, but I talk too much about that, so let's just move on to Argula's. Let's see, I would like her to start working on Expel Magic. So we'll start here with the Angel Mantra. Ooh, that costs quite a bit of Maka. Yeah, I still haven't decided whether or not I want to go through the first floor just for the extra experience, Maka, and Atma points. I'll decide on that when it's close at the end of the dungeon. I'll take a look at my mantra status. We'll see what happens. Because if possible, I would like to... let me go back real quick. Okay, if possible, I would like to purchase this mantra here for Heat. It's pretty expensive. It's going to cost 50,000 Maka, so going to be quite a bit more. Hopefully I'll be able to get that amount by the end of the dungeon. But we'll see what happens. Alright, so we've got all our mantras sorted out, so let's go ahead and start exploring some more. Now, this part of the dungeon is pretty open. We sort of have 4 doors we can go through at the moment, but I want to go through this top left door first, because there's stuff we can get. Well, we can get stuff at every door, but this one is probably the shortest distance. So if we head to the door on the right first, we can get a note over here. You can see there's 2 red-eyed statues that are blocking the path to this node, so you can't get to this node unless you go through the right door. But now that we've gotten that brave ration, we can go ahead and head through the left door and move through that area. Yes, this dungeon, it's somewhat of a maze. Bit less linear than the other dungeons we've encountered so far. Not that they were totally linear, but yeah, this one has more options for us to go. And it doesn't really matter which way you go first, but I'm going to choose this one. But anyway, we have a Yellowed-Eyed statue right here. If you remember from the guy that left us a message, we should approach these guys with caution. And as you approach them slowly, their eyes will either fade to red, meaning don't go to that statue, or they'll fade to blue, which means it's okay. Yeah, so you want to approach statues with yellow's eyes cautiously, because the closer you are, the more it'll change towards its actual color. So anyway, we just have to navigate our way through, and if you see here, that's the red statue that first threw us into the first floor, so we're pretty much back at where we were at beginning of last episode. We've made it to this room over here. If you remember that door up there, that was in that room we were in last episode. Well, I guess that was 2 episodes ago. That was locked. So I guess we're going on the other side of it now. Okay. I'm assuming there's a woman on the other side of that door. Alright, so let's take a look at whatever this member of the Marabou was talking about. Just head on to here, and apparently someone is waiting, and I'm guessing it's gonna be a woman. No, she's kinda dead, just us though. Come on now, don't be rude to Argilla. Alright, so we've got a little fight here with Valkyrie. Now, Valkyrie is one of those enemies that's just really annoying. Weaknesses are mute and panic, resists physical, nullifies fire, expel, and I don't think normal Valkyries nullify death, but this one does. I'll have to check on that later. But attacks, she has Power Wave, Raving Slash, Mute Blow, Physical Repel, and Counter Strike. Now, Physical Repel is the skill that Marabou member was warning us about, but I don't really care about Physical Repel because Counter Strike has a pretty accurate chance of countering with a physical attack if you attack her with a physical attack. So I usually stay away from physical anyway, and plus she resists it, so really no need to worry about physical repel. Now, because she's only weak to mute and panic, that's pretty much the annoying part. Mute doesn't really help too much, because that only stops her from using physical repel, which I don't care about anyway. And panic, I mentioned before that if we were panicked, our party members can leave the battle. Well, enemies can also run away if they're panicked. So yeah, not that we have panic right now anyway, but either way you go, exploiting her weakness is not too helpful. It's unfortunate, but we just gotta deal enough damage to take her down quick enough. So just don't use fire, expel, or death, or physical. And together magic spell and we're good to go. I don't know what I'm gonna do for heat. He can probably just pass. Actually, we might be able to put her to sleep. That'd be pretty helpful. I don't know if I want to waste my time trying to do that, but, well, maybe. Go ahead and use physical repel. I'm not going to use physical attacks anyway. I won't worry about trying to put her to sleep. It's not that big of a deal. Well, maybe. I don't know anymore. If I do put her to sleep, I'm not going to use physical attack on her, so that could stop her from attacking. and that could be pretty nice. At least for a few turns, and magic won't ever wake her up. But she's almost dead now anyway. Oh, frozen. I guess now I can go ahead and use a physical attack. Alright. Yeah, so, somewhat annoying, but we've taken care of her all the same. Ooh, we got an active cell from her too. That's pretty nice. Some more Maka for later. But anyway, for defeating Valkyrie, we've got an ammo node over here. And inside we get a left statue key. Well, I guess we found what we can put into the statue. So we've gotten one half, but there's two statues there, so we need to make sure to get the other key before we go back over to those statues. Yeah, but if you examine that door, we can unlock it, so if you want to go back to the beginning, you can now. Alright, so I just need to head back to the large karma terminal so we can head through another door and continue exploring. Oh, wait a second. I don't need to walk back. I can just use the teleportation powers of the karma terminals to get back. Almost forgot about that. So let's just go ahead and teleport back to the large karma terminal. That'll save us a lot of time. Although I could get a little bit more Maka if I walked back. Oh well, like I said, I can always go down to the first floor if I am desperate for getting Maka. Because I really would like to buy that one mantra for heat. Okay, so next door I want to go through is this bottom left door. There's a couple treasures we can, or nodes we can grab around here. Yeah, so if we go to the right, we'll just walk towards a red-eyed statue. So there's nothing over there, just a dead end. And if we come over here, we grab a node. Okay, both those rooms up there are empty, so don't need to worry about those. So let's just head on through this door. And then, yeah, this is the statue we would have met up with if we had gone to the right, back up there. But if we head over here, we've got an ammo node we can collect. Inside we've got another active cell. Yep, so, well, with all the cells I have, I might be able to make a trip in between dungeons. I should be able to get enough Maka. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Of course, I might not have enough Maka for other mantras as well, but... Alright, so that's all the nodes down here. Well, actually, there is one more node over here. I just want to show this off real quick. There's an ammo node right there, but if you open it, your party will just take damage. Yeah, so I'm not going to open that. There's no reward for opening all the nodes, so it's not really worth it to take damage. Although it doesn't make a big of a deal anyway, because you can just heal right up afterwards, but still, I don't want to open it. Alright, so we've grabbed everything down in the bottom left corner. Alright, cool. Another level up for heat. And next corner we want to go into is the top right. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll go ahead and restore at the large karma. Actually, we're gonna need to do it anyway, so why not? Just keep healed up while we're in the area, why not? Oop, got turned around. I wanted to go to the upper right door this time around. Okay. Now let's see. That room is empty right there. We want to go into this room. And we have a couple nodes we can grab here. Now, actually... Before I continue my sentence, we got another level up. I would like Vitality, Agility, and Luck. Okay, now, as I was going to say before I got interrupted by that battle, I missed that item node on when I was practicing for this game. I just completely walked past it, even though I noticed this ammo node right here. Whoopsies. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this ammo node, but it's going to be another trap battle. So here we've got the Nue. Well, we won't run into these enemies until the next dungeon, so I will go over them. They're weak to Force and Charm. They nullify Ice and Death, and their only special attack is Taunt, as you saw. So what Taunt does is it lowers your defense by 2 stages. Like, I guess I really haven't talked about buffs and debuffs a whole lot. The way they work in Digital Devil Saga, it's somewhat similar to Nocturne. It's not entirely the same. The way it works is you have sort of 4 stages of, what is it? Either buffs or debuffs, kind of like Pokemon in a way. So you can raise any of your stats up to 4 times, or your stats could be lowered up to 4 times. Same thing for the enemy. And these stats, buffs or debuffs, will stay into effect unless you use a buff to bring it up another level, or you use... There's some skills that can cancel all buffs or debuffs, but anyways... Taunt that they just used there, it lowers defense by 2 stages, and I can't remember if that's both magic and physical defense. I think it's just physical, but I could be wrong. But it also increases our attack by 2 stages. Again, I don't remember if that's both physical and magical. I think it's just physical. So these guys are going to take more physical damage because that guy just taunted us, but we also are going to take a little bit more physical damage from them as well. So it's kind of a double-edged sword sort of deal. So let's use Force to exploit a weakness and just use our physical attack while we have our boosted physical damage. Why not? These guys have quite a bit of health. Still haven't taken that one out, but we have now. Alright, he's going to use another taunt, so our attack is maxed and our defense is minimized, so we're dealing a lot of damage, but we'll also take a lot of damage. Yeah, I think it's just physical damage, because we haven't done any more damage with Force, but if you look after I attack, unless I miss, dang it, we're going to do a lot more damage with our physical attack. Yeah, so he's dealing quite a bit of damage, but we should be able to take him out this turn. Could have taken him out last turn if we didn't miss, but no. Alright, we got him. Yes, we got a muscle drink. Might as well just use that on Argilla. We got ache. Yeah, so sometimes the muscle drinks can cause ache. So usually I don't like to use them, but it's not too big of a deal. They heal a random amount of HP or MP, but whatever. Anyway, and then inside that item node we get a vitality noise we can use for later. Yeah, so I don't know how I missed that. I guess I wasn't paying very good attention. Alright, so let's continue downwards. Alright, if we go through this door, we'll end up at a dead end, so we won't go that way. And if we go left, we obviously get dropped into another pitfall again. There's an ammo node over there, but we'll have to go around the long way in order to get it. Alright, so we've got the ammo node in our sights, ready to collect it. Alright, we got another cell. Gotten plenty of those, so who knows how much Mach I'll get. I haven't been keeping track. Yeah, there's another red-eyed statue right here, so can't walk up that way. We just need to make our way back around. That's all the nodes we can collect on this corner. So now we just need to head back to the large karma terminal again. I've been devouring a lot with Argila, so she's almost gotten her new mantra mastered. Mastered. So that'll be pretty nice. Yeah, there's a lot of mantras I would like to be able to master, but we'll see what happens. Alright, so we've explored quite a bit more of this area in the dungeon, but next time on Let's Play Digital Devil Saga, we'll explore that last door over there so that we can hopefully find the second key that we need. So, I'll see you next time.